Welcome back to Celebrity Harvey TV. Another conversation. Ready? Well, this one is a different one, okay? Can you have intimacy without penetration? Right? I know. It's a crazy question, right? So, I know it's difficult because, everything is hypersexualized. Everything is like, so, even me, I like to be sexy. I'm not even gonna lie. I like to be bombshell, siren, vixen. That's, even though sometimes I like to look modest, have a more professional, classic look. I could dress different type of ways. That's my aesthetic. That's who I am. So, with me dressing the way I dress, it attracts certain people, certain things, right? So I have to be cautious of that and be aware. I make sure that I have my club wear. Like tonight, I'm going to O2. So, what it do? So, basically, that's why I'm wearing this cute little top, some cute little jeans. Ooh, no, not my tree. No, can't keep it. Yeah, she say hi. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to the question: can you have intimacy without penetration? Because you could be messing around, dating somebody, go on all the many dates you want to, and it could get hot and steamy because you could just be kissing. And you could even be out in public. Who knows where you at? If the chemistry is right, it could go down, right? Trust me. So, having control, self-control, self-discipline, having intimacy, still being sensual, still like, what they would call foreplaying, but not the penetration. How do you keep it just there and maintain that and continue to date and be serious? And then, because you don't want, back in the day they would be like holding out. And then, Regina King said on Tupac movie, Poetic Justice, she said, that's why I be rationing it. So, when I learned that, I was like, yes, she's right. So, but anyways, it's a lot of reasons why I'm not active. First of all, I don't want no diseases. And secondly, I'm just very cautious on not having a soul tie with anybody. That's my biggest thing. I'm scared of that. So, no. Break soul ties. However, so still dating and, men that's pursuing you because they looking for their wife. That's what they're pursuing you because that's the vibe you give. That's the aura that you are in. Because that's the aura that you're in as being a goddess, because you want to be godlike, because you want to be pure for your husband. That's another reason why. Because like using your body up, your temple, your body's a temple, your body is sacred. That's why sometimes they say don't show everything. Okay, I got a little bit of this and a little bit of this, legs, arms, everything covered up. So, because you can still, be sexy, but to a certain degree, You don't have to show everything. Because, a man, when he sees his wife, of course he's eye candy. But at the same time, he don't want the eye candy to be for everybody else. Let's keep it real. So no, when you, are having intimacy with the person that you're dating, without the penetration, that's the vetting process. Because they don't deserve the cookies. No, for why? Not yet. Especially if you don't even know if they perceive you as a wife or they're husband material. What if they're not husband material? Because now you gotta of course you may be secure as yourself as a woman, you might be ready, but what if this person that you're dating is not even on the same page as you? So that's why it's like not giving yourself up, because getting to know someone before that happens. Because what if y'all not on the same page and you didn't connected with this person and skin to skin, all this silly stuff, and then they don't even want the same future as you. They don't even see themselves longevity wise like that in the future of how you see yourself, perceive yourself. So it's like you got to be equally yoked, okay? So that's another reason why you should, if you're not, just have intimacy without penetration. If you're even going to be dating and other stuff, if they can't do no kissing and hugging, then they got to go. So That's it. That's all I gotta say, because for me, it's too many dangerous games to be playing, as far as like on a spiritual level and then on a physical level too. It's two different planes, you feel me, that you don't want to play with like that. The physical level is because it's a connection, and then it's a spiritual connection, especially if you're not using protection. So that's number two. Number three, they may have ties to other people. Now you're not just tied to that person, you're tied to everybody you're tied to. And now all these people want that one person. Just like same with a woman. All these men want that same woman. But if she don't give herself to none of them, then they just connected to her mentally. And they want to be connected to her mentally. Now they're not connected to her physically, because they ain't got her body. But that's, what they say. You got to captivate the mind to get the body. And once you lose the mind, the body goes. So, for me, I'm dating for marriage, if that was the question. It should be obvious. Am I having fun? Am I having fun? Yes, I am. Am I being, protecting myself? Yes, of course. Am I having the proper type of fun? Yes, from trial and error. You learn as you grow, because especially, for people that didn't grow up with, two-family home. I was fortunate to grow up in two-family home, several times, So for me, I was fortunate to see that type of component of marriage and in the intimacy in a marriage. So that's all I'm accustomed to, and especially if it's going to be all that extra stuff. So really, dating is fun, but the extra part of penetration and stuff like that, nah. So nah. Call me prudish, I don't know. Maybe that's the Virgo in me, I don't care. However, it is what it is, and I feel like going forward, for men as well. This is not just for women. This is for men. I think that the men need to hold their wahoos, their schlongs, whatever they call it, and the women need to hold their kitties and their cookies, and as long as possible. Yeah. So, when you can have a friend and you can build a emotional bond, and you can build a spiritual connection, a mental connection outside of physical, and that type. So that's really more enticing than anything, because now you can really think okay, how much can I grow with this person? How much can I, but it has to be actually genuine. It can't be a situation how much can I gain from this person, opportunities or whatever, whether it's men or women, because some men is trying to go dig on a woman and some women trying to go dig on a man. Let's just keep it real. Now, most men want their women to maybe not have as much as them, so they can still be in control and have as much. That's why it's good for people to date in their range and date in their class, because it's different ranges and it's different classes of dating. It really is. So it is what it is. Even with dating like that, some people expect it, and and they don't get what they want. They be looking like, you rejected me. It's no, I didn't reject you. I'm just protecting my mind, my body, and my soul. And then it's not worth it. Especially when God is in control and God makes sure everything is good and God takes care of everything, and God sends angels, real life. Like I was saying, when God sends real angels, real life angels, and sometimes a person may not realize that each other was connected in their life so they could be together, and then they missed out on their blessing, whether it's a man or a woman. Some people, they missed out on the person that they're supposed to be with, and then God has to bring them back around in somebody else's body. And that's why you see people say, oh, I had somebody like you before and I took him for granted, and I got somebody like you again, I don't want to let you go, I gotta be with you, because God gives second chances. I'm not perfect, I'm human. I didn't mean to talk my lip gloss like that. It's supposed to be on the couch. So, God gives second chances. I'm a very forgiving person, but it's only sometimes I can forgive you. Then it's not a mistake. It's a habit. It's your character. So, however, God redeems everybody. No matter how you started off, that's not where you're going to finish. So even if you are a single parent, because my dad was a single parent, and he raised me not that many years, as long as he could, a little bit through high school. And then my grandma, everybody knows Jeannie, that's number one. She raised me. Basically, she's still raising me, and she's not even physically here on earth. Trust me, Jeannie don't play. So, she's a Scorpio too. She really don't play. She's fire. She's water. Yeah, she ain't playing. No, not about me. She even had my father. My father was afraid of my grandmother. It was crazy. Yeah. And it had some female cousins that was like, if your daddy do something to you, I'm gonna get him. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Because some of my family members do not play about me. I got some family members that don't play about me, even though they know that I'm the child that's gonna break the generational curses, that's gonna go out there and get it for the family and bring it back. They gonna protect me, no matter what. So, and I protect them too. So it is what it is. And I'm sorry, I got off course. Let's go back to the conversation. So back to yes. Can you have intimacy without penetration? I mean, I know I can. I definitely can. I like it. We ain't supposed to be doing nothing, but we are human. We supposed to just wait for our husbands, and y'all men supposed to wait for your wives. And when you find your wife, you're supposed to know that's your wife, because how you feel, and you ain't supposed to let nobody sway you of that, because you could be missing out on a serious blessing. A serious blessing. A lifetime blessing that's going to set you and your family up for a lifetime. So it's like we all got to be aware of when God's sending them angels in our life, them living, walking angels, because my husband has to be God-like. My husband has to be a version of God in human form. And I don't mean he's going to be perfect, no, but like God. Like he has to fear God, because any man that fear God is going to respect his family and respect the vows that they took, because he's going to be afraid of. So back to it, the penetration, exit that out. Just have intimacy, because intimacy is a level where you're letting everything flow naturally. The pheromones, if you know what the word pheromones mean, look that up. It starts with a PH, pheromones. I know how to spell it, but I don't want to, get into that right now. However, this is something that you cannot deny. Pheromones, you cannot deny that. That is a certain, energy you can't deny, But some people deny it, and some people miss out because they deny it, and then they think they can find it with somebody else based on how they look, and then they don't have pheromones with them. So you gotta be careful, because everything that look good ain't good. Everything that glitter, not gold, okay? It's just not, And that's the thing, That's why you shouldn't be having penetration, because everybody looking for the next best thing. Everybody looking for, is this better than that? Is this better than that? No. Whatever you was doing before you was doing me, keep on doing. And I think that's how everybody should keep it, because no, ain't no switcherooing. I'm wifey, and that's just what it is. So, nothing less. In the meantime, we're gonna keep it safe all the time. We're gonna stay protected, because it's getting more wild out here, and with more and more people coming to America, and it's not even just America, more and more people just moving around the world. Let's be clear, because you can go anywhere. This is going on around. We gonna be for real. We global around here. That's what y'all see, that picture on my banner. That's a picture of me sitting on top of the world, because international. I know people. I'm American. I was American, Native American. I'm born here, and Native American as well. I understand that. But what I'm saying is internationally known. I'm an international player with a passport, internationally known. But on some Tupac stuff. So, rest in heaven, Tupac. We love you, and we gonna get you justice. All darkness come to the light, and we not playing with nobody when it comes to you, Tupac, for real. So, anyways, back to it. We don't want no Brenda's got a baby around here. We don't want that. We want to clean up. Not what we're doing, but how we're doing it. And it's not what you do, it's how you're doing it. So it's like, I seen a post, this girl, she said, class is in, class been in, class been in. Classiness been in. It never went nowhere. It got overshadowed by other things. Because the women that do uphold themselves, and the men, the upper echelon, the highfalutin, the boulevarde, these are the socialites, of a different class of dating. Yeah, because I consider myself a boulevardier. And a boulevardier is a person of high standard, high society, high status, and who's a socialite, you know? A person that has a good rapport, and where they go, people know them. It's like, you know, wherever you go, everybody knows your name. That's me. Hey! So, basically, thank y'all for tuning in. This is another episode on Celebrity Harvey TV about, you know, can you have intimacy? Just think about it. Like, how far has that gotten you? Especially if you're not already married. How far has it gotten you having intimacy with the penetration? Or, you know, not having discipline? Or no constraints, no boundaries, the ability to not say no to even yourself, even when you're feeling spicy or you're feeling like hot and steamy and just, you know, all flustered. You got to have that type of discipline and that type of mercy on yourself, you know, because then you got to stay focused on what the bigger picture is and what the end game is, because it's always an end game. And once you know that, then it's like you won't play yourself short. So, because you got to be in it to win it. Else, don't even get it. Don't just sit on the porch. Don't even get up to play. Because if you get up to play, you already lost. You got to get up to win. So, you know, let's just try to go for it for the rest of the year. Just think about it. Just think about the question. You know, even ask the question to the person that you're dating. Can we have intimacy without penetration? See what they say. Ask them the question. Like, what? They might start laughing. They might, oh, you're so good, baby. Or, oh, the girl might be like, no, daddy, I need it. Give it to me, papi. You never know. They might be like, dang, okay. So do you want me, or do you just want what I give you as far as intimacy? I mean, not intimacy, penetration. Or, you know, for a woman, because a woman can never penetrate a man. That's obsolete. That's not even here. So, yeah. We just gonna, you know, keep everything together. And when I say protect ourselves, I mean protect ourselves mentally, spiritually, and physically. Like, I'm not talking about protection like, oh, use the C word, you know, or use, you know, some type of protection for maybe not babies or no STDs. I'm talking about that as well. Yes, I'm including that in protection. When I talk about protection, when I use that word, everyone that's tuning into this and sharing this with me right now, when I use protection, I'm talking about God's protection, because only God can protect you even when something bad may happen to you, because God knows your heart and God knows your intention. So God's going to protect you, and God knows that you're not abusing his temple that he gave you, because this body don't belong to us. This body belongs to God. Everybody's body belongs to God. This is a flesh, and that's why it's a temple, because if you think about it, the skin is the biggest organ. And it has so many sensories and so many, like, just like nerve. That's why we're able to feel, touch. That's why we have our senses. Like, thank God for our senses. If you have senses, you better thank God for them right now. Because some people was born with none of their senses, literally. And common sense is one of them. Okay? You dig? So, just be grateful and just be happy that you're alive and that, you know, this message came across you today, because it's a big subject. I mean, it's a subject that maybe people don't even talk about. It may be talked about on hush-hush, maybe between guys, girls, but it needs to be talked about as a collective, as everybody. And I'm happy to put this out there. Can you have intimacy without penetration? It's no other way to say it. And, you know, and with that saying, because the woman obviously has, this is for everybody. I don't care who you choose to be in love with. I don't care what community you belong in. Even if you're in the alphabet community, I don't even care. It's the same thing. I don't care who's penetrating who. But can you have intimacy without the penetration? Ask the question. See if you can. I mean, I hope a lot of people put in the comments that they can and give me their experiences. I hope I get some feedback for this. I hope I do, because I want to know. I want to know. Can you have intimacy without the penetration? Penetration. Can you have intimacy without the penetration? Penetration. Ah. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Hey. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Okay, I'm always having fun with it, especially when it's like an instrumental. Those who know me closely know I like to sing, and I can, like, you know, I do poetry, so of course I can rhyme. So I put together words quickly. feet. In the shoulders, in the shoulders. Then I told ya, then I tell ya, I thought I told ya. How you feeling? Like a villain? You know we chillin'. Big bank take, little bank. What you think? Let us think. Thank you. So, all right. Until next time, I see you again. And, just really ask that question, because that's what standing in business and being an adult is about. And adulting is actually saying what you mean, meaning what you say, being in your line, in your light, in your energy, in your auric field, and people respecting it when they come around you. And respecting your boundaries that you set, respecting why you set those boundaries, even if they don't know personally intimacy, even if they don't know like your most intimate, deepest stuff about who you are as an individual until you're ready to share those things. Still, keep it light, just keep it light, because you don't want to connect with somebody on those levels and then it's not even worth it, and even some guys can attest for this, like, dang, man, that girl wasn't even worth it, or even girls, that guy wasn't even worth it. Exactly. So I think everybody needs to just vet in a way where just have fun. Just chill, have fun. You can be sexy, be yourself. But try to already get that person the warning, look, I'm gonna be, I might feel comfortable around you, but at the same time, I don't want to take it to that part yet, or, I'm still being abstinent or celibate because I really preserve my body from my husband. And it's sexy, even for a guy to be like, Ma, you're nice and all, but, I just don't give my stuff to anybody and everybody because I'm really trying to get married or have a family, and I just want to be with the right woman and share my body with her. Same if a woman says that, I just want to share my body with my husband, and, I don't mind dating you, but if you're not dating for marriage, then we don't even be dating. It's just not cut and clear. So you gotta just be specific. You gotta be specific and say exactly what you mean and mean what you say and be clear cut. Because all this, I'm dating you just because I want to sleep with you. What? Find somebody else. Go play with somebody else's daughter. Go play with somebody else's son. Ain't nobody got time for that. No. I'm a traditional woman. I don't know if this modern stuff is going on around here. No. It's not happening. No. I was raised domesticated. I do know how to go to work every day. If my husband don't want me working, that's fine. Everything's okay. The bills is paid. I'm okay with that. But if I want to go to work, if I want to own a business and do what I want to do, go to school, whatever, get a trade, get a degree, that should be fine. But for people to be giving up the most intimate part, which is our skin, our body, and then we don't know who's who until we really find out who's who or what baggage they carry with them from previous situations, and if they're even, it's just too much. It's too much of a gamble, and you don't want to crap out. And you don't want to crap out with a health issue. That's for sure. So let's just keep it safe. Let's just always put God first in everything we do and ask for discernment before we make any moves, okay? Because that's the only way we're going to be able to be safe and have longevity on this earth. And longevity is necessary because we have a mission. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't a mission. God had a plan for you. And of course, like I was saying, God has a plan for all of us. So we have to just be cautious and steadfast in our daily practices and continue to stay focused on God, because if you put God in the center of everything, it's all gonna work out. And you'll be also protected from bad situations, even in dating, So until we meet again, take care of yourself. Peace, love, no drugs. Happy. Love you.